So the question is, again, how does it come true and how does it become real in the classroom? Our teachers began to rethink, what is it that they were measuring? Was it just about the math content and standards? And is that all we're going to be assessing? Or is it more? Yes, we're learning math, but what else are we doing as we're applying math, as we're experiencing, mastering those standards?
We needed a way to measure these soft skills. If truly we are saying that by the time our kids leave our doors, these are the skills that we're guaranteeing to the community that they're going to have, then how are we going to ensure that happens? The big question was, well, what does that look like? So we developed reflective questions, reflective process, where every time a student had an activity, they would reflect. How did this teach me to be a communicator and a collaborator? How did this teach me to be a digital age learner? And then they had to write about how that happened.
Reflecting on experiences is the key, not just having those experiences. If we don't reflect, we don't learn.
How do we prepare and ensure that our students have processed enough to where they know exactly coming out of high school what they're going to do? Are they going to go into the military and they understand why? Are they going to go to the community college and understand why? Are they going to go to a four-year college and understand why? Are they going to go into the workforce and understand why? Think about the capstone as the framework for the work we do. Think about the capstone as the framework for the learning. We said, let's have them create this portfolio that has them identify activities that had reflections in them on these learning capacities. And then let's have them present this portfolio to a panel of adults. Let's bring them to the table. Let's have them present their portfolio. And then let's put them to the test to see if they've mastered and acquired these learning capacities. We had already implemented the student learning capacities. The vision was already pretty clear on our campus. Every teacher was already embedding the learning capacities in their class. Everybody was already doing reflections on those activities. But we now had all of the seniors say, we now want you to do a senior portfolio of these activities. The students were given the opportunity to select different pieces of work from any of their teachers that reflected their best work in identifying the learning capacities that they had acquired. We just said, hey, this is the expectation. We want you guys to do it. And we put it out there. 100% of our seniors participated in that very first year of the capstone interviews. 100%. That included our students with disability, our English learners, and all of our students. What came out was something that we never expected. The students articulating not only how they acquired these learning capacities, but they reflected on, what does me being a communicator and a collaborator mean for me in the future? What does that mean in terms of not only the work that I'm going to do, but also how I'm going to move forward with my life? Our students are getting into top colleges, and when we ask, what has made the difference? And one of the biggest things that they say is, your kids think differently than other kids. It's how they're thinking that's made the difference in why our kids have gone into top universities, and they have retained in top universities because of these skills that they learned. And now from, the number of years that we've had, we know that this is the processing that has helped our kids be successful.